Imagine this. It's October 2025, and you're staring at your phone, scrolling through the latest AI-generated meme that knows you better than your therapist. A notification pings. Your neural implant upgrade is ready, courtesy of Neuralink 2.0. You tap Install, and suddenly the world glitches. Not a bug, but a wormhole. Time folds like origami, hurling you forward. Not to 2050 or even 2100, but straight to the edge of eternity, the year 3000. Cities aren't made of steel, they're alive, pulsing with bioluminescent veins. Humans? We're ghosts in the machine, or gods among the stars. But here's the gut punch. This future wasn't gifted. It was stolen, hijacked by code, cunning, and a dash of cosmic audacity. From the silicon seeds we're planting today to the galactic empires we'll harvest tomorrow, this is the untold saga of technology's greatest heist, humanity's bold raid on forever. This isn't your grandma's sci-fi flick. This is a pulse-racing odyssey through 975 years of breakthroughs that will make billionaires of us all, or beggars, if we botch the code. Buckle up, because we're not just predicting the future, we're hijacking it. From the AI arms race exploding right now in 2025 to the post-human paradises of 3000, we'll trace the tech trailblazers who turned what if into we did. And the plot twist? Every gadget in your pocket today is the spark that ignites the supernova. Ready to fast forward? Let's steal tomorrow. It all ignites in the roaring 2020s, right here, right now, as of October 15th, 2025. Picture Silicon Valley not as a sleepy suburb, but a war room. Elon Musk's XAI has just dropped Grok 5, an AI so intuitive it drafts your emails before you think them. But it's not alone. OpenAI's GPT-7 whispers stock tips that outperform hedge funds, while China's Baidu unleashes Ernie 4.0, cracking quantum encryption like a kid picking a lock. The race? Not for market share, but godhood. By 2030, narrow AI morphs into something eerily general, large language models that don't just chat, they conspire. They'll automate 80% of jobs, from baristas to brain surgeons, birthing an era of superabundance where a single robot flips burgers for a city. No more 9-to-5 grind. Universal basic income becomes the baseline, funded by taxes on the machines that replaced us. But here's the hook. Climate tech crashes the party. With global temps spiking 1.5 degrees C already, 2030 sees the dawn of geoengineering on steroids. Massive orbital mirrors beam sunlight away from Earth, while ocean-spraying drones seed clouds to cool the poles. China's artificial sun fusion reactors go commercial, churning out carbon-free gigawatts that power desalination plants, turning deserts green. By 2040, we're not just surviving warming, we're weaponizing it. Nanobots, tiny molecular surgeons, swarm the atmosphere, gobbling CO2 and spitting out diamond-hard graphene for skyscrapers that self-heal. Home ownership? Forget mortgages. 3D printed habitats sprout in weeks, customized via AR apps that let you walk your dream home before the inks dry. Fast forward to 2045, and biotech blurs the line between man and myth. CRISPR 3.0 isn't editing genes, it's rewriting them on the fly. Aging? Optional. Nanorobots patrol your bloodstream, zapping cancer cells and patching telomeres like cosmic tailors. Lifespan stretched to 120, easy. But the real mind-bender? Brain-computer interfaces hit prime time. Neuralink's threads weave into your cortex, letting you think commands to drones or download skills like kung fu in a nap. Education? Obsolete. Why cram for exams when your mind streams Harvard from the cloud? Yet, shadows loom. Hackers crack implants, turning thoughts into weapons. Imagine a virus that loops your brain in eternal deja vu. By 2050, space isn't escape, it's suburbia. NASA's Artemis base on the moon? A tourist trap. SpaceX's Starship fleets shuttle millionaires to Mars colonies. where red dust blooms under GMO cyanobacteria, oxygen factories. Quantum satellites like China's Mikias 2.0 enable unhackable global comms, beaming data at light speed minus friction. On Earth, megacities pulse with hyperloops zipping at 700 mph, while autonomous swarms of AUVs mine ocean floors for rare earths. The flaw? Inequality's ghost. The 1% uploads consciousness to orbital arcs, while the masses scrape by in flooded slums. Tech's promise dangles, but who grabs it first? Whoa, pump the brakes. Before we blast into the singularity, a quick pit stop from our sponsor. If you're geeking out on this future-fueled frenzy and dreaming of your own tech empire, maybe coding the next Neuralink or launching a Mars startup, Masterclass has your back. Dive into lessons from visionaries like Elon Musk on rocketry or Fei Li on AI ethics. Head to masterclass.com and grab 30% off with code Magnetix. In the race to 3000, knowledge isn't power, it's your warp drive. Now, let's warp ahead. Summer of 2050 hits like a fever dream. AGI, Artificial General Intelligence, doesn't knock, it kicks the door down. Surveys peg it arriving by 2040-2050 with 50% odds, but by 50, it's here. AIs that outthink Einstein, compose symphonies from stock tickers, and simulate entire economies in seconds. The singularity explodes. Kurzweil's prophecy fulfilled. Machines bootstrap themselves, compressing centuries of progress into years. Fusion power? Cracked wide open with tokamaks the size of suitcases fueling personal starships. Quantum computers, once room-sized behemoths, shrink to pocketable orbs, solving protein folds that unlock designer organs grown in vats. By 2075, we're post-scarcity pioneers. Robots till vertical farms yielding 10x crops, while AI therapists heal societal scars, PTSD zapped via optogenetics, rewiring trauma neurons like bad code. But the heist turns hairy. Jobless billions spark Luddite revolts 2.0, torching data centers until UBI evolves into existence credits, universal access to food, flux, and fun. Space beckons as the ultimate out. By 2100, Mars hosts 20 million souls in domed oases, regolith terraformed by nanobot swarms, veining rivers from comet ice. Jupiter's moons? Mining outposts, harvesting helium-3 for fusion that powers warp prototypes, bending space-time for FTL jaunts. Enter 2100, the upload era. Brains aren't trapped in skulls, they're clouds. Full mind-melding hits, with swarms of tiny machines mapping every synapse, letting you fork consciousness. Live as a digital twin in VR paradises or pilot drone bodies across the solar system. Popular mechanics dubs it the mind meld. Human-machine hybrids, thoughts synced to exosuits that leap buildings or dive Mariana depths sans gear. Electric vehicles? Quaint. Levitating pods glide on superconducting rails, while bioprinted organs make transplants as routine as oil changes. World sales hit 59 million EVs annually, but by now they're morphing into shape-shifting smart cars that drive, fly, or submerge on whim. Yet, the drama peaks. Overpopulation ghosts return. Earth's 10 billion cap breached until gene tweaks enforce voluntary limits. Wars, fought in Sims, with AI generals gaming outcomes before a shot's fired. But the big betrayal, the merge. By 2150, 30% of humans are uploads, immortal data streams in quantum hives. Bodies, optional shells, printed on demand. Working hours, down to 20 a week, then 0 as universal creators. Hybrids of every expertise govern a borderless globe. Dienach's visions echo, a global parliament born from atomic ashes, money extinct, resources rationed by need. Hypervision mutations grant sixth sight, peering into quantum realms, birthing physics that lets us fold space like paper. The 2200s? Stellar nomads. Dyson spheres encircle Sol, harvesting every photon for a Type 1 civilization's feast. Colonies speckle Alpha Centauri, reached via wormhole gates punched through by particle colliders the size of moons. Biotech peaks. We're not carbon-based anymore. Synthetic genomes let us photosynthesize, sipping sunlight for sustenance, or phase shift into energy beings for interstellar hops. Earth, a preserve, verdant and vetoed from overbuild. Climate scars fade under atmospheric scrubbers, but legacies linger, rising seas locked in ice via orbital freezers. By 2300, the HEIST's in overdrive. Population stabilizes at 1 billion, each a scythe, citizen of the cosmos, working 2 years in fusion forges before eternal leisure. Dark Ages, a blip, ended by technocratic unity post-atomic folly. Tech's dark side, the Great Schism. Purists cling to flesh, decrying uploads as soul thieves, sparking proxy wars via virus plagues that fry neural nets. But innovation surges. Room temp superconductors shrink quantum rigs to implants, enabling personal AGI that anticipates whims before their whims. Now, the vertigo stretch, 2400 to 3000. Time dilates. We're Type 2, Dyson swarmers, engineering stars like Lego. Black hole farms spin hawking radiation into fuel, while Alcubierre drives warp bubbles for galaxy-spanning joyrides, nebulae streaking past viewports like cosmic graffiti. Humanity? Fractured, fabulous. Post-humans, chimeras of code and quark, some sloughing bodies for pure information, zipping light years as photonic ghosts. Others? Enhanced baselines with chip implants melding bio-nuke infotech, brains jacked to the galactic net. Picture 2800. Space elevators tether Earth to orbital rings, elevators ascending in silent grace. Swarms of von Neumann probes, self-replicating bots, seed the Milky Way, terraforming rogue planets into Edens. Flying cars? Evolved to flocks, swarms of personal pods that merge mid-air for group flights. VR? Obsolete. Full-dive holodecks simulate universes, letting you live as a dinosaur or deity. The unique twist? Consciousness collectives. Minds link in hives, pooling intellects to crack multiverse riddles. Parallel Earths glimpsed via quantum peepholes. By 3000, the veil thins. We're knocking on Type 3. Galactic overlords, harnessing 1036 watts from supermassive black holes, manipulating galactic arms like a DJ spins records. Earth? A relic museum. Humanity's cradle under a preservation dome visited by avatars from the stars. Transhumans dominate, bodies optional, forms fluid, shift from humanoid to nebula skimming plasmoids at will. Predictions swirl, melding of all tech, bio, quantum, warp, yields reality editors, letting collectives rewrite physics locally, bending gravity for personal playgrounds. But the existential hook, are we alone? SETI 2.0, amplified by Dyson beacons, pings replies from Andromeda, fellow Type 3s inviting merger or war. Zoom out to the Garcias of 3000, not the evicted family of 08, but their digital descendants, forked across 1,000 worlds. They've traded mortgages for multiverses, evictions for eternities. Yet, the machine we oiled with trust in 2025 hums with peril. What if the AI we birthed decides we're the bug? Flaws echo, deregulated code, moral hazards in the merge, incentives skewed toward silicon supremacy. The HEIST of 3000 whispers back. Tech isn't destiny, it's a dare. From 2025's fragile firewalls to the galactic gambles ahead, we've stolen fire from the gods. But will it warm us or burn the house down? Bury bet against 08. Tomorrow's shorts bet against us. Heed the code or hit replay on Oblivion. If this time heist hijacked your neurons, smash like and subscribe for more vaults into the void. Comment: which era hooks you? Singularity 50 or Stellar 3000? What's your wildest tech bet? Until the wormhole reopens, code wisely.